Alright, there's finally some information on the Sacred Guardian Arcana that is coming out in Korea soon, so let's take a look at that. All this is in Korean, so we are going to translate all that and figure out what it says, including the information for the 7 skills that come with the talent. And this is just the trailer. So, with God's love, Lola. Lola, who faithfully follows the gracious love of Limerak, she preaches the grace of God of love to the whole world. Okay. Sacred Guard Lola. Are you interested in what the Limerak has to say? I am so happy that another brother has come to his enlightenment. A shield that protects the battlefield. Sacred Guard. This is an arcana for the tank position that combines blessing talents based with warrior talents. So it's going to be a combination of the Holy Arts talent and the warrior talent. Oh, and these are like the stages, so when you use Smoldering Thread to unlock the 10 stages. So here you can just see like all the stages and like what they do. We have stage 1 through 4 here, and then 5 through 10. So there are 7 skills for the Sacred Guardian Arcana, and we have the first one here. You can see what it looks like. And this one's called Sanctuary Unfolding. This battlefield declares itself the domain of the Sacred Guard. So how to use: upon casting, the shield is immediately slammed down, dealing damage proportional to the defense of nearby enemies. At the same time, it causes enemies on the battlefield to focus their attention on you for a certain period of time. Because of its huge presence, even if other disturbances come in, the stolen gaze does not return. The master of this sanctuary will not be stunned or knocked down when attacked. So again, that's what it looks like. The character is slamming the shield down. And you can also see that they're getting attacked and they're not getting knocked down. And then we have the second skill. Momentary Provocation. No enemy dares take their eyes off the Sacred Guard's territory. So how to use: designate an area and attack enemies in that area proportional to their defense. At this time, the attacked enemy will have their gaze momentarily stolen and focus on the caster. You can only designate the area to attack within the range of influence of the skill's Sanctuary deployment. And you can see what that looks like here. So that green mark on the ground shows like the range of it. And then the enemies go from attacking their friend to attacking the caster. You can see that. Let's look at the third skill. Noble Sacrifice. The sacrifice of those at the forefront will protect all comrades on this battlefield. So, how to use: uses Noble Sacrifice on allies gathered around the caster. Afterwards, when an ally is attacked during combat, some of the damage is transferred to the caster, but it is not all transferred at once, but rather divided and received continuously. The more allies affected by noble sacrifice, the more defense and magic defense the caster receives. So we can see what that looks like here. Then we have our next skill. Fees. Not sure if that's supposed to say freeze or fees. That might be a translation error. The rushing shield is as daunting as crashing into a huge wall. So how to use. Instantly arrive in front of enemies at a certain distance and powerfully push them forward with the shield you are holding. Attacked enemies within range will gather in front of the shield and fall down. If you don't fall, you'll be stiff for a moment. Affected by charge damage, attack power, and defense power. So here you can see what that looks like. The character's like over here, and then they go in front of the enemies in an instant, like the skill says, and it knocks them down. And then next we have this skill. Hit an iron wall. A shield swung with great strength can instantly break the enemy's morale. So how to use. Swings the shield to attack enemies within a certain range in front of the caster. At this time, enemies hit by the shield will have their defense, magic defense, protection, and magic protection reduced by the impact. The impact increases the more times they are hit. Windmill damage is affected by attack power and defense power. And here you can see what the skill looks like. So they're the enemies, and then the character is swinging their shield to the left. And pushing them back a little. And then next we have Judgment Strike. All that will be returned to the enemy who stands before the shield is a cruel judgment. How to use. Slams the shield down to strike enemies within a certain range centered around the caster, and enemies struck have their movement speed reduced for a short time. Windmill damage is affected by attack power and defense power. The application range is affected by the windmill range. If you are hit first by the Iron Wall Slam, the damage increases based on the number of hits. So here you can see the character slamming their shield down and then knocking all of the enemies over. And last we have this skill. This is the 7th one. Retribution of Sacrifice. The momentum of the Sacred Guard moving across the battlefield causes all enemies to cower. So how to use. Enemies around you will become stiff immediately when the skill is cast. At the same time, the continuous damage inflicted by the skill Noble Sacrifice is temporarily suspended, and damage proportional to the accumulated damage of allies through Noble Sacrifice is inflicted. Affected by sacrifice points and defense gained through Noble Sacrifice, duration is affected by magic shield duration. So those are the 7 skills that come with this new talent. This new arcana. Oh right, and this part's actually translated already. So this part has its own soundtrack called Hide Me in Your Arms. So, a new candidate for Arcana, Lola, highly regarded for her outstanding faith, even in the Knights Templar. She had thought that she would live a life of faith, following and serving the words of... Okay, so they actually should have picked a different font color for this. So let's highlight this so it's easier to read. Following and serving the words of God of Love, Limerak, but a new destiny has come to her. Why did the Holy See send this trustworthy talent to the Arcana Association? And let's watch the trailer for this. Really quick, let's get some subtitles. Some closed captioning. We can auto-translate that to English so we can understand what they're saying. There we go. May my steadfastness and mighty strength be blessed with the holy blessing, and may I protect all that is with me. The first tanker arcana, Sacred Guard. Mabinogi Blockbuster, so yeah, that's part of the Blockbuster update. So there it is, that's the trailer for the Sacred Guard or Sacred Guardian talent. Okay, so Blast Lancer is finally out in Korea, so let's take a look at it. This is the update page right here. And it looks like only this part is translated. The song we're using for the video is the one that's playing here, White Wolf. That's the theme for the Blast Lancer Arcana guy. There's some skills to go over, and then there's this stuff here. So let's translate all this and find out what it says. The emergence of a new arcana. A person with new possibilities has come to the Arcana Association. You can challenge the Arcana once you reach a total level of 2 and complete the guide quest. I think it means level like 20k, because isn't that when you can actually start doing the Arcana stuff? That might just be like a minor translation error. Methius, the beast that lost its herd. No matter how harsh it was the place he would return to. For those who had lost everything, all that was left was a desperate survival. Blast Lancer with overwhelming power at the tip of his spear. This is an Arcana talent for the dealer position that combines the dual gun talent based on the Lance talent. And then these are the 7 exclusive skills for Blast Lancer. And these are the links. So the 5 links with Smoldering Thread and the 5 with the Frost Flame Thread. And this will tell you... This right here will tell you like all the buffs you'll get from leveling it up. And then here's step 6 through 10. And next, let's actually look at the skills. So we'll look at this one first. So let's translate that. So this one is called Shell Shift. The essence of Hillen engineering is transformed into explosive destructive power within the Blast Lancer's body. How to use. A means of restoring the mana shell required to use Blast Lancer's skills. When casting the skill, the magic bullet in the inventory is consumed immediately, and the mana shell is restored to the maximum. While using the skill, the Blast Lancer cannot move. Mana shell is consumed each time Blast Lancer casts a skill. And here you can see what that looks like. And then next we have this one. Focused Edge. The Blast Lancer's power shoots out sharply from the tip of his spear. How to use. Wrapping the sharp tip of a lance in mana makes it even sharper and more pointed. A sharp spear tip wrapped in mana rapidly strikes the primary target multiple times. If you use the Focused Edge skill consecutively, you will unleash increasingly powerful stabbing attacks. And here's what that looks like. And then this one's next. This is skill 3. Impact Crush. Experienced Blast Lancers pursue their enemies with devastating explosive power. How to use. Slam your lance powerfully towards your primary target, causing a mana explosion. At this time, all enemies within the blast radius are caught in this attack and take damage. Damage increases depending on the damage of the Crossbuster skill. And you can see what that looks like right here. Okay, I think we're on skill 4 next. So, Spiral Vortex. An explosion of power that doesn't even cover the piano, consumes everything around it. It's probably a translation error right there. So how to use. By compressing the mana contained in the lance into high density and releasing it, you can obtain enormous power. This power surrounds the caster and rapidly spins, attacking enemies in a circular area around the caster. Damage increases depending on the damage of the closer skill. And we can see what that looks like right here. You can kind of see how there's like, he spins in like a circle there. And then this one's next. Charge Assault. The Blast Lancer's bullet-like movements will completely shatter enemy formations. How to use. It shoots out in a straight line in the direction of the user's mouse, piercing through enemies. This is a technique that can be used in all situations, such as when you want to move your position during battle or attack enemies in a straight line. The movement range varies depending on the lance charge dash distance. Damage increases based on lance blow damage. And here you can see how this one works, how the giant dashes. And skill number 6. Overdrive. The expanded energy gathers into one point, causing a huge explosion of magical power. How to use. Compresses mana and gathers it at the tip of the lance, then powerfully stabs the enemy. At this time, all surrounding enemies except the main target who is stabbed are pushed back. Then when you stab the main target, the compressed mana you planted explodes, damaging all enemies behind you. Damage increases based on lance charge skill damage. And here you can see what that looks like. Almost looks like the lance is a drill in that one. And then this is the last one, I think. Annihilation. One blow, one kill. After the spear tip passes, all that remains is ruins. How to use. Instantly compresses all remaining mana into the tip of the lance, then powerfully stabs the enemy. At this time, all surrounding enemies except the main target who was stabbed are pushed back. When stabbing the main target, the planted compressed mana will explode up to 4 times in succession based on the amount of overheated resources consumed, damaging all enemies behind. Damage increases based on lance charge skill damage. Skill damage increases depending on the amount of mana shell and overheat energy used. So these are the 7 skills for Blast Lancer. Guild Reassemble 2024. So Korea got another guild update. Let's take a look at it. So most of this is in Korean. So we're gonna use Google Translate. So welcome to Guild. Interview with Militian. Question. Please tell us your thoughts on escaping as a beginner Militian. Answer. I am grateful to the guild for encouraging me so far. So they're basically going to improve a lot of the guild functions to make new players feel welcome in guilds. So let's join the guild. Which guild is a good match for me? We analyze your playstyle and recommend a guild that suits you. So here we can see, I don't know why it translated this part so blurry, but it says like recommended guild there, and then guild search, so you can like actually search for like a guild name that you want to join, or you can create one, and it'll tell you what level the guild is, how many members it has, and then it has like tags and a description telling you a little bit about the guild. You can select a guild by referring to the recommended comments. The color of our guild. Setting tags. Please select a tag to describe your guild and show our characteristics at a glance. So yeah, you can select tags for your guild to tell players a little bit about it. Guild member play ranking. The rankings that reflect the play of guild members are updated every day at 7 o'clock. Guild gate. Open the new guild window in the bottom menu bar. The image of the main gate with everyone gathered together will welcome all guild members who visit the guild window. And here when you open your guild window, you can see a few things. So you can see your guild, and you can do a guild search, and you also have other tabs like guild home. So this is just like your guild homepage where you can put like a little description about your guild and what you do. And it'll tell you like the level, the guild points, the gold. And you can also set an image for your guild page too. That's covered like in the next picture. So like here, this explains the This explains like the image. So, Guildgate Custom, you can register 2 to 9 guild members in the main gate image. You can change the gate image by deducting guild points. So basically you pay guild points and you can like take like a screenshot or something and use it as a guild image for your guild. Guild window reorganization. The management page, which was only viewable on the home page, has been added to the game. So yeah, we saw this earlier. So my guild search, there's all the tabs. So there's guild management. And yeah, you can also see that on this window here. Like here's the full-sized window and there's guild management. Guild system improvement. So employment, deputy guildmaster. Up to 3 assistant guildmasters can be appointed to like help you recruit people. So, waiting time to rejoin a guild reduced to 1 day. Added instant membership method without guildmaster's acceptance. For more guilds, when creating a guild, the number of party members required is reduced to 2 or more, including the leader. So now, like, up to 2 people can choose to start a guild. You don't need to have, like, 5 or whatever. I forget how many you need in the ENA to start a guild. I think you need like a party of 5, at least. But yeah, Korea has got a lot of guild updates. And we still don't have any of those guild updates yet, so I'm kind of hoping we get those guild updates like late this year, early next year, at least. I think it's time that our guild system gets updated, because it clearly has a lot of problems and is kind of buggy right now. But yeah, this is the guild reassemble update. Alright, let's play some Mabinogi today. So I just claimed my Urusan rewards from yesterday that I should have logged in for yesterday, but I didn't. Any past selection boss. Let's get one of those. So we can do Pika Abyss today. Maybe I'll use this on tailoring. There, we'll take that up. One day I guess I could work on composing and musical knowledge. Potion lore needs a little bit more too. And I think that thing in the mail is the reward you get from taking the Mabinogi survey they did recently. Yeah, so you get 20 pawn for that and a rebirth bot. Oh, so that doesn't expire. I can use that whenever I want. That's nice. When's a convenient time to do a rebirth? Oh, I actually have one available. That's right, I think I was gonna do one like the other day, but I didn't. So let's do one now. So today's reward is going to be one of those dragon pouches. And I missed only one day of the dragon event. I forget if we have like 29 or 28 days, so I might be alright, but the last 3 rewards are just the XP fruit, so it's not like I really care about those. Not a huge deal. These ones are for pets? Yeah, okay. So what's left on the attendance event? Okay, just the picture and the remaining things. So let's find a pet inventory. Who has space? What about you? You're new. You probably have space. Damage totem, spirit liquor. Oh yeah, I did put some of Kawanna's stuff in here. Okay. So I'll put the rest of her stuff from the attendance event in here. And then we'll just let this sit for a few months, maybe a year, and then I'll sell it. Is that everything? Oh, and here's her mouth coupon. And eyes coupon. We'll keep all that together. So I guess we'll start out with doing Pika Abyss then. So Knuckles, I'll put a revive balloon on just in case. And then we'll use a chain blade as the second weapon for ghosts and other things that are stubborn. And room 2. Oh, I thought that one was already dead. Ghosts. I could use my other meteors to finish them quickly, but I may want those for the other room. And room 3. Oh, right away. That's nice. Wrong skill bar, wrong skill bar. And boss time. And done. Spirit gems, smoldering thread, reforged tools. Mostly did it for the spirit gems. Oh, maybe I found a piece of fine leather when I was in here. I thought I had 7 before I started. That's nice. So what are the what are the shadow missions today? Lingering Darkness and Rescue the Scout. I guess I can do them. I don't really want to rescue the Scout, but I think I will. Let's do Lingering Darkness first. A, because I like it more, and B, because I already have, like, the equipment that I would use for it. Like, on right now. I'd have to switch to my bow for Rescue the Scout. I wouldn't have to, but it would be a better choice. Should craft some more mana bullets soon too. I think Lingering Darkness is the one where you like start in the middle of town square and work your way like out of the city. Oh, and let's get some passes too. Receive random items. See if I can get some passes for my shadow missions. Oh good, there's one. Alright, toss all that. Oh, I still missed a few things. I'm gonna use a meditation potion. Okay, so we'll do Lingering Darkness on Elite. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking about. Okay, so next we're going to do the Shadow Mission in Tilton. So let's do that next. And I want to use my bow for that. We'll put this back. Put the chain blade back. Archery on 2? Yeah. And I don't have another elite pass, so we'll just have to do that on hard mode. Alright, daily shadow missions are done. And what do we get here? A drinking horn of sunrise appearance scroll. So this is for two-handed blunt weapons. Go ahead and put this over here for now. And let's go figure out what the two dungeons are today, the veteran one and the normal one. So coil for the veteran dungeon. Jeez, I forget how populated Channel 4 gets sometimes. Is this even Channel 4? Yeah, wow, a lot of players. So what's the daily dungeon? Oh, also Collial Dungeon, so we'll get both done at the same time. I'll use my scythe. And my knuckles. I should find a good prefix for these knuckles. Do I have any good prefixes for those knuckles like right now? I don't know. I don't feel like counting my enchants, so we'll just check. See what's available. Gotta use up these AP coupons. Well, this scroll is saying it's good. This is a prefix for staves and wands. So when thunder is rank 7 or higher, magic attack goes up +4 to 8. When ice spear is rank 7 or higher, MP usage reduction by 2 to 4. Fireball rank 7 or higher, critical +10. When mana shield is rank 7 or higher, max HP +50, which doesn't really matter. And then -15 strength. It's a rank 7. We're obviously going to protect the equipment, and we'll use ancient magic powder. So I only have a 62% chance of success for this. Do I got enchant scrolls over here too? No, that's totems, okay. So I'm not counting on this succeeding, but if it does, it'll make my knuckles stronger. And this is a prefix, right? So it won't overwrite the suffix one. Good. Failure. Yeah, I thought so. Oh well, another day. Where on earth did I pick up this weird sewing pattern? No idea. Did my doll bag pick this up? Because I do have it set to pick up like tailoring goods. No idea where that came from. Oh, this is the sunrise drinking horn. This is the moonset drinking horn. Okay. Let's put those two together. Oh, I guess you do have some enchants. Prefix. No prefixes for magic stuff. What about you? Heavy armor. Accessories. Bows and crossbows. Clothing. Shurikens. Shoes. Accessories. Footgear. Footgear. Armor. Instruments. Armor. Dual guns. Oh, here we go. Needle. Magic attack +2, balance +5. That's kind of an easy one, though. I guess we could stick that there. That's a suffix one. I want a prefix one. Okay, so this is a rank 9 prefix, Mana Needle. It's not very good, but it's better than nothing. We could put that on the Merlin Knuckles as like a temporary thing. I'm not wasting my ancient magic powder for that though. I don't care if the chances are lower, we're gonna use the average magic powder that I have tons of. Yeah, I don't care if it fails. Okay, that'll do for now. We can find a better one for it later. And let's go. Okay, that's the real chest. And second floor in about 14 minutes and 20 seconds. And now for the boss. So the boss is the Headless. Let's get rid of these gremlins first, then the fireball. Okay, there's one more gremlin over there, but he's not going to be a threat. Use the Fate Foretold on that one. Get rid of most of his health. Okay, that one's down. And now for the Headless and that last gremlin. So we're gonna use 3 meteors. 1, 2, and 3. Guess that gremlin lived and came over here. There. And in 33 minutes and 33 seconds. So Daily Dungeon and Veteran Dungeon are complete. Alright, let's feed my spirit weapon really quick, because we have a lot of spirit gems and normal gems now. So we'll raise the bond by 10. Now it's at 100. Okay, 50%. I don't think I have any powders. Free those. So 65% now. And next, we're gonna go to the advancement hall, which is, I think, like right here, or no? Pretty close by. We're gonna take the Dan test, the Dan 3 test for Meridian Sweeper. Gonna try and get that up to Dan 3. I might fail every test, but practice makes perfect, right? Hey, this is actually a pretty good spider spot for gathering cobwebs. Didn't realize that. But Meridian Sweeper is the only Battle Astrologer skill that I haven't gotten to Dan 3 yet, so I'd like to work on it. Let's see what we can do. Have like 400k. Yeah, let's take all this stuff off. I feel like that's all I should need. And let's equip our potions too. Okay, so challenge rank SS. So to get a double S rank, we need to get 12k points. There we go. We're basically on the circle. Not too worried about my health. We're doing alright on that so far. Ow. And that's why we equip the potions. Okay, go there. That one. They're gonna spawn more. Okay, those three. Where's the next thing? Right over here. This is why Crisis Escape is very useful. Okay, so we almost got 10k points, but still failed. So yeah, we need to be faster. Need to do better at that. That's a pretty tough test. Let's try again. It's a lot like Astral Reeve, where you can't really waste any time. Well, no, Astral Reeve more depended on, like, just spamming one skill over and over again. You don't have to find the green circles or anything like that. So we'll put that here. Crisis Escape helped me out quite a bit, at least in that last run. Let's go ahead and put this back on 8, and then that there, that there. I do have windmill on 7, maybe I'll keep it there. At least I have it on 7 when I use Battle Astrologer. And our health potions. Alright, let's go again. It's kind of hard to make sure you get multiple enemies at a time. That just partly depends on the enemy's position. Can't really take the time to think about that every time, otherwise you're just gonna waste too much time. Crap. That was bad. That was really bad. I shouldn't have missed that. That's gonna cost me the whole test bad. No, don't bother targeting that thing. There. Do that. Gotta control that enemy aggro. Okay, over here. Back over here. Let's get these two. Then we'll go back and finish that one. The nice thing about Meridian Sweeper is once it gets going, like once you're in motion like that, it can't be stopped. Like not even Thunder can knock you out of it. Because I got struck by Thunder my last test while I was like doing Meridian Sweeper. And it didn't knock us out of it. Oh, there's one more snake here. Very nice. Good, I guess it's good in that case he was tailing me, didn't have to go back as far. Like, I got struck by thunder, but before the second wave could hit me, I was in the middle of Meridian Sweeper, and then, like, because of that, thunder couldn't knock me down and waste my time. That's actually pretty cool. Oh wow, we're really close too. I didn't realize we had that many points. I'm not gonna pass though. Jeez, this is tough. We're like 600 points away from passing. So yeah, it's possible, but you have to be really fast. And really quick, I will be right back in just a minute, and then we'll try again. Alright, let's try again. How much gold do I have left? Oh, plenty. And then the potions. Alright, let's go again. Still not enough yet. We're getting like 11,000 points, or just a little over 11k points. We're not quite getting 12k. So yeah, you really can't waste a second in this mission. This is one of those near impossible tests. But starting to get the hang of it, so I'm still gonna give it another go. Wish I didn't have to reset up all my skills every single time. That part's kind of annoying. I don't see why they just don't leave your skill bars the way that you have them set up and then just remove any skills that you're not allowed to use in the Dan test. That'd be a lot simpler. Alright, here we go again. Where's the circle? I can't even see where the circle is. Is this a glitch or what? Am I blind? No, I can't even see where the, oh wait, I'm doing the Astral Reeve test. Okay. Picked the wrong one. Because, like, there should be a circle on the ground, but there's not. So yes, I am blind. Alright, we'll take this one again. Marine Sweeper. Get all this crap off of here. This doesn't go there. Come on. I could try and get more enemies at like one time, but that really just depends on where they're positioned. Oh, that was bad. And that was my fault too. Like, I just messed up. That mistake might cost me the entire test. Crap. That's not good. Yeah, we're gonna fail this one. 2 mistakes like that. Chances of passing are slim now. Have to get those ones before they decide to use Thunder. It's nice that Thunder can't interrupt my Meridian Sweep, but it's still very annoying to have to deal with those kinds of enemies. Hey! Wow, they're really being a pain in the butt now. We walked right through the circle. This circle sure is sensitive about when you're actually on it. No, you're not poisoning me again with that crap. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna pass this time. I'll be lucky if I end up with 11,000 points. $11,600. 11,790, I think. So, a little over 200 points away. That was honestly a pretty good score considering how much I messed up in the beginning of the test. Like, if it wasn't for my 2 failures, like, in the beginning of the test that wasted time, and the, enemies kind of being a pain in the butt, like, near the end, like, at the beginning of that last minute, then we may have actually passed. So, how much we have? 250k? That's fine. We'll keep going. Now that I know I'm close, I'm getting the hang of the test, I want to keep going because, like, we might be able to at least pass once today. And that would be something. Okay, all that off. Off. That there. This one up here. Like, we're getting pretty close. And don't forget to equip the potions, because those definitely help. Alright, let's go. That's nice when they avoid 2 of them getting hit. That poison effect is also a real pain. Okay, so now we're just getting abused by the servants. Not this time. See, we ran on the circle, but didn't count. You have to run, like, right into the center of it there for it to do anything. Okay, let's get that one. That one. Go that way. We got stuck there for no reason. Oh good, more poisoning. Could always use that. Okay, we have a minute left. Do that. And let's get back over here. No, no! Cut it out. You... Stop it. There. 5 seconds to spare. 12k points. Okay, sometimes it does help if you actually, like, position your character, take a few extra seconds to make sure that you get a bunch of them. Alright, that's one test down. We have to pass one more time to, actually take it to Dan 3, but... did it once. Wow, this one's annoying to train up. How much gold do I have left? A little over 200k. Yeah, we'll keep going. Absolutely. We passed once, we can probably pass again. Let's get it done. Okay, so we'll equip all this. Put that over here. That over here. And now for the potions. Alright, we did it once. Let's do it again. It's okay, I can't worry about the poisoning too much. Enemies are gonna hit me, that's just part of the job. No way I can get that guy in a group, so can't worry about that. Quit moving around. Next wave. Take that aggro off. Oh good, both of those guys moved into the line of fire there. Oh, for once an arrow didn't poison me. Yeah, you should get hit too. Don't know why you got hit like a second later. Last one in that corner there. Too slow. Nope. Over this way. Hey! Sometimes you just have these enemies that are just plain rude. Okay, we have that guy over there. Doing pretty good, actually. We have, like... we have, like, 2 minutes left. It's fine. Do that. Grab that. Okay, go for that one. Okay, now it's in the center. That's over here. Can't worry about that snake. Hey! Get out of my way. Attack me from behind like some sort of coward. Let's remove that aggro. Yeah, you guys aren't gonna do those kinds of cheap tricks anymore. Get out of here. Alright. That's twice. Wow, and this time with 27 seconds to spare. Last time it was 5 seconds. And now we can take Meridian Sweep up to Dan 3, so we actually did it. Uh, 1300% of magic attack. What is it right now? 1200%. So it goes up by 100% there. And the range goes up by 0.5 meters. And that's it for like the actual skill. And then we also get 1 MP, 3 stamina, 1 strength, and 5 intelligence for leveling it up. So a little bit more range and a little bit more damage. Alright, finally all those skills are Dan 3. So I have two options. I could just do dailies for Venture Seals, or I could just do Commerce. And I think we're just gonna do Commerce. We're just going to do maybe 30-40 minutes of Commerce. So let's use that. Get a speed potion. So let's see if there's anything in Core Village to trade. See if they have any of that coracle rubber. Alright, so we're going to take that Tequila for 499. Let's use the speed potion. How long before all that warding candy is useless? 6 days. No, I won't use any today. We're going to do a lot of commerce tomorrow, so I'll probably use a piece or two then. Alright, let's sell this stuff here. So 50k gold, not too bad. Do I really want to take that cactus essence all the way to Vales? I guess I'll do it. So now we're going back the way we came to Core, and then we're going to pass it and go up into the Latera Highlands and then into the Vales area. Alright, let's sell this here. For 285. And that's 93k gold. That's not too bad. They actually have Vale's vodka here, but not much. And plus, I don't want to make a trip that long. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make one more commerce round from Tailton, probably to Bangor, I'm assuming. And that'll be it. So one more run. Alchemy crystals. Oh, okay, E-main 346. Sure, we can do that too. So if we're going to E-main, let's go out of South Tailton, and then we'll go past the Bard Camp into Dumbarton, past Rabbie, and then over to Osnasail, and then straight into E-main. How much longer does that speed potion have? Like a minute and a half? Nice. Alright, and I think that's good for the day. So we got Meridian Sweep to Dan 3. Wasn't actually expecting to pass those tests. And did daily dungeons, daily shadow missions, and a little bit of commerce. So we'll wrap things up right around here for today, and we will be doing probably a lot of commerce tomorrow.